Rob and Slim Show.
What's
Akeem.
going on, man?
Oh, what's going on?
What's up, Akeem?
Akeem from Raw and Uncut Podcast.
What's going on, yo?
Doing our
How you
show,
doing?
my friend. And I dig your show. How long have you been doing it?
Man, I started in February, man, so, February will be a year.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Cool. That's a milestone. And I thought you were fairly new when I checked your show out. And you do a wide variety of things. You do interviews, you do solo shows, you do shows where like someone comes in. You do a lot of cool different things.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, just working, man, just trying to express myself. I'm kind of random, so that's how I kind of want my podcast.
That's cool. That's what I was going to ask. Is it going to stay that way, or are you going to find like one format that works, or are you going to keep it going that way?
That's who I am. So, if it's an interview or if it's solo, I think I'm going to get heavy more on the, relationship topics, though. But, that's normal.
I really dug the one episode where you're talking about if your ex still has stuff from an ex, like, or when your ex mentions, or when your girl mentions an ex, and you're like, well, why'd you mention his birthday? Like, that means he fucked you on his birthday. Like, it was like, wow.
People don't think about it like that. People don't think about it like that.
No.
That boxing,
I have to tell this story real quick. I had a buddy who he was dating this girl, and like he wasn't dating the girl. He was living with this girl. He fucking loved her, but they weren't in like a really relationship. And she hooks up with this fucking dude. This dude's name, I'm just gonna say his name. His name was Keith.
I was thinking Charlie.
This dude's name is Keith, right? And then so my buddy, he admits his love to the girl that he's living with, and so she breaks up with Keith.
Yo.
But Keith got her a box of shit for Christmas,
What?
and my friend is pissed off that the box of Keith, he calls it. He tells me the story. He says the box of Keith. She won't get rid of the box of Keith. It's still in like a garage somewhere. And he like fucking ripped her apart. Like, no, you gotta get rid of that. That's shit Keith bought you. That's the box of Keith.
I don't want that Keith. Get that Keith out of this garage, lady.
That's hilarious. But man, hey man, you gotta whatever make you happy, man. I'm gonna tell you right now though, once you do that, man, it's a wrap for me. I can't get out with that, man. I'm out.
But if you forbid her from the Keith box, is she gonna seek side Keith? You don't want her going out and seeking side Keith. You wanna love her for the Keith. You want to give her all the Keiths she needs. Yo, you can't drive her away.
You guys are hilarious.
Akeem, you got the smoothest voice, my friend.
Yeah, that's pretty dope, man. I mean, I love what you guys doing, man. You guys got a great show, man.
Thank you.
I fuck you guys.
Thank you, man. I remember
you guys
when
are hilarious. I listen to y'all on the way to work. I tell you, man, y'all are hilarious.
That's great. Thank you. I remember when we first connected on Twitter, and I followed you, and you messaged me like that you had heard us before. I thought that was so cool. I thought that was super cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm a podcast. I'm a connoisseur, man. I listen to a lot of podcasts. And, I give it all the opportunity. I've never been like I don't really like the crime stuff, but like everything else, I kind of give it an opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's the crying stuff?
The crime.
Oh,
Stuff,
crime.
like the true
There's
crime
a crying.
Yeah,
True
no.
crime, like they do the true crime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, respect. I got respect for them because, man, podcasting is hard work. So, for them to, put that together, it's all respect, but
yeah.
it's not my lane. So.
I feel like that too is a lot of research. Like, I want to fly off the handle. I want to ad lib. I don't think I could deal with that much research. Like, I do research for every guest we have and for all the stuff we do, but I don't know. Like, that's too much.
I listen to podcasts where it's like clearly like they're almost like reading off a script, and I'm like, I can never do that.
Yeah.
Like Rob said, like he takes
that's the feeling I get too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like Rob takes, like you said, he takes a lot of notes and he preps and stuff like that, but it's still a lot of ad lib and just kind of going with the flow. To be like strict where I listen to these podcasts where you could tell, oh, you cut out like a bunch of shit that you said because you went off what you were trying, and it's like, nah, I just want to hear the raw sound.
Yes.
Yeah. And some of them, some people put a lot of work in it, and they come out like once a month. So, but yeah, I can't. Yeah, I just to each his own. But I kind of like you guys' format. That's like a comedy. I don't really like too much serious stuff when I'm going to work, man. Or
yeah,
right.
And
I kind of like.
I have no problem touching on a serious topic, but for the most part, I want to just keep it light and give you something. You can escape your own crappy life. You don't have to get depressed. You can just fucking You go to work, you got to deal with an asshole boss. Just laugh on the way there, type of thing. Like, I like that.
Yeah, I dig that, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, but I love podcasts, man. I love all of it, and I invested a lot of money in it too, so I'm gonna be here a long time.
It is an investment. Yeah. That's one thing. Like a lot of people, like we've dealt with people in the past. Like I'm not making Howard Stern money. I'm done. Like, dude, you ain't Howard Stern. You're never gonna be Howard Stern. Like you're never gonna get. Like you have to. Yeah. You have. It's a slow grind, and you have to be willing to invest. Like it's. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah, I get that. Bit.
I like it, man. I like it. I just, for me, I just do it for fun. And even though I get a whole lot of I get a whole lot of downloads for me to be, only almost 37 episodes in. I get sponsors and all that. So for me, I'm feeling good about it. Like, hey, let's see where it's going. Now I started my YouTube channel. I see you guys subscribe to me, man. I appreciate the sub.
Yes, I did.
I'm just like that. That's just my free stuff, man. I do for a lot of people that just want to talk or come on and talk about a subject or something, man.
Cool.
Kind of do that.
You do the live on there too, where we tried it I think once or twice, and with our breaks we use like music, so we got like flagged on there, so we were like, we're not doing live on Facebook, on YouTube anymore.
Facebook we get away with sometimes.
Facebook we get a little flag, but here and there, but usually it's dropped. Like every now and then, every few months, I get a notification like, oh yeah, they've dropped their claim on you, because we're just using it on a break.
Yeah, I don't really do the music, so I'm cool with that. I'm gonna be watching some videos though. Pretty soon, and kind of talking over some video. I'm gonna do some solo ones where I'm talking over some YouTube videos or something, or somebody's interview, and talk a little shit. Use my language.
We did that in the beginning, and I had a lot of problems with that, where we would just be like, when we first started, we would just watch like YouTube videos or news videos, and then there would be one little fucking like sound beat. That would be like copyrighted.
It was
they'd be like, nope,
can't. This news clip is
like this news clip copyrighted. CBS, bam. You're
really?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
So we had trouble.
I gotta watch out for that right there. Yeah, okay. I didn't know that.
Bunch of bullshit.
Yeah. It's weird. It's weird on the YouTubes.
YouTube's tight. They're real tight. Twitter don't care about nothing.
So I don't know, Akeem. I don't know if you noticed. So I was uploading some videos yesterday. And I noticed that there's this big thing on the top where I upload my videos and they're like, it is now law that you tell us if your video is for children. And I'm like, all right, well, it's not for children, so I didn't know that. I swear to God, like
YouTube.
It just started popping up. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Wow.
And then there's all these warnings about how their rules are changing in like December, and I'm just like, this is like, I'm gonna see if I can get to it real quick.
They must have called some lawsuits.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
So.
Yeah, so it says right here on the top of YouTube, our terms of service will be updated on 10th December 2019. Please review our new terms.
Do we have to tell our neighbors? Do we have to register as not kid friendly? I don't want to be on a list.
Right?
I think they're probably going to have a switch where us as parents can probably just switch that thing on. So
right?
Yeah. I was going to ask too, Akeem. I saw you had a show. You had a show on old school parenting versus new school parenting. Are you a parent?
Oh yeah, man. I'm a big time parent, so. I got 2 boys, man, and love them, man, to death, man. So,
cool. Yeah,
I've been like a real big fan of all parents, man, because it's a lot of work. Also.
It is a lot of work as well. I'm a parent. I have 3 sons, and when I started, I was like, mostly going back to the old school like thing I was raised on, and then But over the years, you can't just be like, go think about what you did. You have to, like, I sit down and I talk to my kids and I'm like, you can't do this because, and I always tell them, like, I still love you guys, but you can't do that type of thing. Like, it's different. It's different, man.
Yeah, it's different. I was different. I don't know your age. I'm 41, so my age, man, is like we were kind of free to do a lot of stuff, and we kind of like, well, we were so smart. Like it would, like we knew what we shouldn't be doing. Like I don't see that in my older son. Like he's kind of, I mean, he's so smart. You know what I mean? He's a really good student, but he's just not built like I was. So
we need
I'm kind of like
smarts.
afraid for him. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't built like me at all.
We needed to protect ourselves. We needed all the stuff. We needed to know everything. Yeah.
yeah. I remember we used to get bikes for Christmas, and like,
right?
That was the greatest bike, like greatest gift you can ever give a kid. Like now it's like, they want PlayStation 4, 5s, and all that. Like, anyway.
You used to be able to give your kid a bicycle and a spell book, and they were good to go.
I gotta convince them. I gotta coax them. Like, yeah, go out and ride the bike. Like, leave that Switch. Leave that tablet.
You gotta coach them.
Yeah, I gotta be like, come on, let's go ride the bike, guys. Like, let's get away from the video games for the 8 hours.
That's dope. You're right. I don't let them play during the week though. Like they don't play during the week. They play on Friday, Saturday, and Sundays, but they don't play during the week.
Wow, yeah. See, that's old school. Like I remember. I think my dad was like, you couldn't only watch an hour TV like a day, type of thing. So I had to choose. What hour I wanted. Like, yeah.
An hour. Whew, that's rough.
During the week, it was only about an hour. So it was like, I had to choose when. If
I understand why, I understand,
Yeah. What were you
Akeem, so this is the when you go to upload a video on YouTube now, you get this required. You get this message. You're legally required to comply with the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, COPPA, and or other laws. You're required to tell us if your videos are made for kids.
What?
Use this new upload tool.
What?
Wow. What? So is it all your videos or just a single one you upload?
Just anytime I click upload, that's the message
that comes up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's...
Yeah, well, and that means you really got to think about it. Like, whew.
Oh, what the fuck, right?
Yeah. God damn.
So that slows down some of your views.
Yeah. Well, I remember too when it was like years ago. Like, we used to be monetized. Not that we ever made anything. I think we made like 15 cents one year. But like, they got to a point where like now you need, I think, 1,000 subscribers to be monetized. Where we only have like 600 or 700. Like, it's like they've changed a lot over the years.
Yeah. YouTube is about money now. So eventually they're going to be charging us to have a page. I don't care. They're going to get $3 a month out of us or something. Watch it coming. It's just win. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They'll get our $3.
They will. They get mine.
They will. Yeah. On top of all the other ad money they get.
Akeem, so
right.
I was bouncing around and listening to an episode here and there of yours, and I was kind of zoning out a little bit, but there was something you were talking about that was very interesting where you were talking about the educational system. I think it was HB, correct me here.
HBCU, yeah.
Can you go into that a little bit?
Yeah, so HBCUs is it's historic black colleges and universities. So, pretty much right now, typically when, back in the day, they were open up because of the opportunities that, a lot of black people didn't have. So they were open up for that. But now, there's a lot of opportunity out there. But the thing is that, 70% of doctors and dentists, black doctors and dentists that are in the industry, come from HBCUs. So they're in jeopardy of closing. A lot of them are federally funded from the government to stay open because of the enrollment is down so much. And the reason why is because, like the schools like LSU or, Alabama or, Texas, they're just going there now, which is okay. They're getting education, but a lot of it has to do with, you want to be able to keep some money in the communities to help, those kids that can't afford to go to any of those schools. It's a lot cheaper to go to HBCUs, and also the GPA doesn't need to be over 3.4, 3.5, to be going to some of those big colleges. So it's just good for the opportunities for every kid to be able to, go to a university and get the experience and get a degree and try to be successful. So, I had a program on it just because I was pretty shocked at the staggering numbers on, how they're keeping the doors open. And, some of the greatest people in our community has been, from there, Oprah Winfrey's to, Martin Luther King's and, all those stuff, all the guys went through it. So, I just wanted to have I think I did, that was a solo project, but I actually researched that thing for like several months because I'm actually an educator too. So I'm actually a vice principal at a school. So
wow,
that's what I do.
Wow, is that hard? Is that hard? Do you ever have to like discipline a kid? And in your head, you're like, you did the right thing, but I gotta do this thing here. Like you gotta.
If you knew how my days look, you would probably be discouraged of coming to work every day. It's rough, but I love the kids a lot. But really, it's the parents.
I was thinking like the whole day would be trying to take the principal out. Like I want to be the principal. I want to get that. I want to get.
Can you tell us, are you vice principal of like a high school, a college, or?
Yeah, I'm in high school.
Okay.
High school over here in Sacramento. You said what up?
That's got to be rough, though. Like when that age, like you gotta want to.
What?
Punch.
Yeah. What?
You gotta want to punch and.
What? I'm curious to the like. What does the vice principal deal with before it gets to the principal?
It doesn't go to the principal. So that's the thing. Like
you had to.
Nowadays, the game has changed. Remember when we was coming up, principal used to deal with a lot. Principal doesn't deal with anything but teachers now and building schools and different aspects. So I deal with every single. Like kid when it comes to behavior,
do
like
all the work.
Me and like a couple other people. But yeah, I'm in a neighborhood where struggling neighborhood. So some of the kids have different like upbringing or different backgrounds. Some of them don't eat. Some of them are really well off. Some of them just in the doing negative things in the neighborhood. So you deal with so much like all day long. So at the end of the day. It's justifying when you can see change and you can see them grow up, and then when they grow up, they graduate, and then they come back and thank you. I mean, I've been doing this for my 10th year, so I've been seeing kids come back and thank me for my service. So
that was like that. Awesome. Literally was going to be my next question.
Wow.
If you had any kids that you inspired that you thought were going to be just like screw ups, and you changed them, and they came back and they're like living this awesome fucking life.
Yeah, I've actually given them jobs. Like one of couple of my old kids. They're older, they're grown men now, and they're late 20s and. A lot of them, come back needing some work or something, So if I got positions open, I've connected a couple kids with positions on campus and, just try to, help them out or do something like that. If they've been great employees. You know what I mean? And then, then what you just see, you see so many families that you helped, from coming up and they were struggling, now they're not. Mom was going through college trying to get it. And then you got kids struggling to eat, and you got to prepare meals and make sure the cafeteria got 5 or 6 plates for them to take home, stuff like that. I mean, sometimes it's rough, man. Like, sometimes we don't know how blessed we are every day, but it just takes good people to help other good people out. You know what I mean?
That just brought me back. I used to know a cop in one of the towns I worked in, and he said he hated giving tickets to people because that was coming out of the grocery money they had for their family. Type of thing. Like,
I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Like, it's
that's pretty good, man. Like, for him to say that too, like,
cool,
that your self-conscious mind is telling you that too. Like, man, this is rough.
Yeah. Yep.
Like knowing like, hey, I'm just doing my job here, but like I know that I'm fucking you over and I don't really like it, but it's what I gotta do.
And those cops are mostly the ones that aren't around. Like usually it's
they don't last long enough.
Yeah, or the ones that are phased out or, retiring because they're old school. Like that's an old school thing, I feel.
Yeah, man. But I love it though, man. I love it. And,
cool.
So do you?
I like going to work every day.
I'm almost curious if they're like, this is a hard question to ask because I don't know how you would admit this or not. But like, are there any kids where you're just like, nope, this kid is hopeless?
Ah.
Oh yeah, 100%. Oh, I can admit that. I tell a lot of people that.
Yeah.
So we can't save everybody, and then sometimes in order to save the majority of kids, you got to get rid of that one bad apple. So, unfortunately, this doesn't mean he can't make it or she can't make it. It's just they can't make it here. This is not the environment for them.
Yeah.
So sometimes a change helps
everyone else.
It's just how you think about it.
So almost so what you're saying then is that there are these kids that are just fucking up everything else in the school, and you're like, nah, I gotta expel you to protect the rest of the kids.
We would have. I remember when I was in high school, we had the kid that was the eternal senior. And that kid was like
eternal senior
whipping his dick out on in gym and just always he made half a year and then he got expelled and then he came back the next year. Like it was like you can't, the eternal senior cannot be around.
Yeah, you can't do it, man. And it's hard as an adult because you really know, like, especially the common theme is neglect. Like you'll be surprised. Like neglect is like the number one thing you see in kids that just can't make it in school. It's kind of rare that you see a 2-parent household, great parents, and their kid is just effing up. That's pretty rare.
Yeah.
So there's some form of neglect somewhere, man, and it's sad because some kids that we've unfortunately had to kick out, they go back to prison because they did something major, or they just lose it. They just don't go home. They go sell dope, and they. And you see them, and you know that sometimes the school is a safe haven for them. But in order to save the kids that can't defend themselves or the kids that just need no distractions, so what you got to do and make the tough decisions. So
yeah.
Wow.
Akeem, it's been a blast talking to you, my friend.
I really appreciate y'all, man. I really, really appreciate it, man. I listen to y'all. Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
I feel blessed to come on, man.
Thank you, my friend. Where can everybody find you and your show?
Okay, well, I'm on everything. So I'm on iHeartRadio, I'm on TuneIn and Spotify and iTunes and all the good stuff, man. And, if you really want to find me, I'm on YouTube, Uncut Podcast. Anything Uncut Podcast, you can Google me, and I'm on pretty much everything. And I'm happy I'm in the game. I'm happy to be a Potter now.
Nice. Yeah, I hope to see you around for a long time, my friend. You do a great job.
Yeah. I wish y'all all the best too, man. Y'all been great, man. I've told all my podcast buddies about y'all. You guys are hilarious. Keep doing your thing, man.
Thank you, dude. Have a good one.
You too, brother.
You have a great one.
All right.
Talk soon, Akeem.
All right, brother.